But I do hate to be probably the bearer of bad news. I'm gonna like steal Christmas at that point because I have a leak that really does not look good for the future of RTX 50 series and Nvidia's mindset with this. I don't even know what to say at this point. Release date, price, and specs on the RTX 5080 is at MSRP, not the tax. Relating to USD, $1,586. Because I would hope that I'm wrong on this. Nvidia officially does not give a f about us. So many people are still gonna buy Nvidia GPUs, but holy shit, man, that's insane. 80 class card used to be an enthusiast tier, but still within reach. That is an entire PC right there.
And when we see the 5080, we're going to see the 5080 release for $1,299. The 5080 will be selling for $1,299, $1,300. Hopefully I'm wrong, but this doesn't look good. Hello, and welcome to the Finny Games. It's your host, BBG, aka BrokeBlackGamer. Thank you, Vex, for doing God's work. Pretty much, it's not looking good. I guessed a few weeks ago that they would sell the 5080 for about $1,299 to $1,499, $1,500, and it looks like it will be about $1,500. I guess that because they had the 4080 Super selling for $1,586 to $1,600, and I remember with AMD, they did this with their CPUs, with the 7800X 3D and the 9800X 3D. Right before the 9000 series was about to release, obviously they discontinued the 7000 series, just like they just now discontinued the 4000 series. So when the 9700X was released, it was a much cheaper deal than the 7800X 3D now was, because the 7800X 3D was selling for around $450 to $500, or you could get the brand new Zen 5 9700X for $360, the price that the 7800X 3D was selling for. What a coincidence, because no one would buy the 9700X over the 7800X 3D had we had the option to still get that at MSRP. So obviously they raised the prices up, they learned from the scalpers, and they did the same exact thing with the and Nvidia is doing the same exact thing with their GPUs this time around. So that's how I did my predictions. And so you can see I made this old graph. This was about 2 weeks ago, and I put what I would project their prices to be based off of how much they inflated the 4090, and how much they inflated the 4080 Super, how much they inflated the 4070 Ti Super. That one was going back and forth for a little while. And as of this recording, I haven't checked the prices of the 4070 Ti Super, but I will put it up here because, again, I've been using these as a trajectory to see where the cards will fall in the middle, because this is really calculated. Anyway, a 5080, just a base 80 class card with 16 gigabytes of VRAM, selling for $1,500 is absolute lunacy. And of course, I cannot support this. And let's take a trip back to memory lane when we had the 1080 sell for $699. We had the 280 sell for $699. We had the 3080 sell for $699 to $799, and then we had the 4080 skyrocket to $1,200, and then we got a bootleg fake 480 Super 4080, disguised as a 4080 Super. Again, not cool, Nvidia. And don't forget about that 4080 12 gigabyte that was really a 4070. Yeah, we didn't forget about you. That's pretty much what this 5080 is starting to look more like. And I know this channel might start to seem like a 5080 hater channel, but I do hate the 5080 at this point. And again, like, this isn't all 100% confirmed yet. Hopefully this changes, but if it doesn't, full hate coming forward. And now the 5080 is selling for $1,500. And remember this, it's not even a TI. It's not even a TI variant. So what this rumored hopeful 5080 Ti that was going to be our savior, if this thing is coming in at 1500, that card will be coming at who knows how much, 1800, 2400, who knows. But I know it's going to be way more expensive than this. You might think the right thing to do would be able to release it with a price cut, but I don't really think that's going to happen. Look at how similar the specs are between the 5080 and the 5070. These two cards look almost nearly identical when you compare them to the 5090. This isn't a true 80 class card, and look at the price they're charging for it. And I know that we have this machine learning and neural compression technology for the teapot simulator, but it's 16 gigabytes of VRAM. That's still going to be rough, and that's not going to be able to really get this card through what you would expect an 80 class card to do. But this is not an 80 class card. Let's say that I'm wrong. Let's say that DLSS4 manages to pull this card through, to carry it through the next couple of years it will have for gaming. However, I don't think it will be enough because, as I've seen with my 4080 Super, that the frame generation in DLSS take a good amount of VRAM, and we're already seeing games like with Indiana Jones, and games will continue to be more demanding, and this is already struggling with this amount of VRAM. So I don't know why we released it with such little VRAM. Again, the 5080 is a hard pass for me. I'm going to say this, the 5080 is not an 80 class card. The 5080 is very close to its brothers and sisters like the 5070 and the 5070 Ti. And matter of fact, this 5080 is looking a lot like the 4080 12 gigabyte that just vanished and disappeared. It unlaunched itself. Maybe hopefully this 5080 will unlaunch itself too, and they'll release a decent 5080. Or let's hope that the 5080 Ti rumors are true, because I have a weakness for the 5080 Ti. I have a weakness for the 80 class Ti's. And if you took it away last time, bring it back. Because AMD is not competing at high end, and Intel is not competing at high end. But I would recommend, please don't buy the Nvidia low-end GPUs. They're not even that good of a value anyway. Please go to Intel and AMD. That's when this company can build back up. I am excited, and I will get a 9070. I believe that's what the 8800 XT is called. It's supposed to have similar levels of ray tracing performance to this card, class cards. I hope there's nothing about it, but I hope that this means that we will get a hopeful 80 class AMD card in the future. I hope that is to come in the future. I know they're sticking back for a while, but maybe they're playing smart with marketing too. Why let us know everything? That's my speculation and hope. And I hope that Intel, those GPUs will blow the 5060 out the water. That thing is trash. Again, don't buy it. Gross. I know another man's trash is another man's treasure, but just remember that this is trash and not treasure, okay? This 5080, it looks way more similar to like a 5070. And what does this mean for the rest of the GPU prices? Does that mean that if the 5080 is selling for $1,500, does that mean that the 5070 Ti, the third reincarnation of the 4080, well, the third edition of the 4080, is that still going to sell for $999? Since we know the 70 class cards are now considered professional cards too. And there might as well be like the 80 class card, like look below. They look very similar. The 5090 just blows them out of the water. The 5070 base model with the 12 gigabytes, that's more similar to the 5080 than the 5080 is to the 5090, like a completely different tier below. And I believe that card will be selling for $699 or $799. Doesn't seem like a good value. But again, now all of the GPUs from the 4000 series cards are all a complete ripoff. So I hope you have your holiday extension return. If these rumors are true, it looks like you made the right decision. If these rumors are not true, and that the cards are going to release cheaper than this leak that we've received, okay, take your holiday extension return policy, return it, and now get your new 5000 series card. That's a better value. So you won either way. So in conclusion, let's thank Vex for an amazing video, and let's thank the anonymous leaker who took the risk to do this all for us. We appreciate it. Today, the Finny games are over, and I hope to see you soon.